Carlos Nelson is the CEO and Fiscal Contracts Manager of the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation. Carlos is the Treasurer's Office Black History Month Award recipient for outstanding commitment in community service. Since being hired in 2003, Carlos has grown the Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation from a one-person operation to a staff of nearly 30 full-time and part-time associates, as well as over 100 volunteers helping the organization. One of his major successes is the 79th Street Renaissance Festival, which began in 2006. And I have to say the Treasurer's Office is proud to participate in. So Carlos, welcome. As I said, one of your major accomplishments is creating the 79th Street Renaissance Festival. Can you go into more detail about this?
Absolutely. And thank you for having me, Treasurer. It's really exciting to see you. Sadly, this is virtual. I am accustomed to seeing you face to face right here on 79th Street as you have joined us for a number of years. But the 79th Street Renaissance Festival has really become an iconic event here on Chicago's South Side. It's a two-day event. We host it the first weekend after Labor Day each year, the week following Chicago Public Schools return from summer break. But the real reason that the Renaissance Festival was conceived by myself and Cheryl Johnson, a consultant that works with me way back in 2005, was to really promote South Side businesses and to celebrate Greater Auburn Gresham as a great place to live, to work, to play, and to pray. And it's also an opportunity to pay homage and tribute to the many seniors, the large senior population here on the South Side. We actually, Treasurer, as you know, shut down 79th Street, the busiest bus line in the entire CTA system for 2 days. And over the years, for that weekend, we've amassed 25,000 visitors from all over the region, all over the state, to enjoy the live music, the food, the access to 100 plus vendors providing great information, goods and services, carnival rides, and 400 to 500 seniors eat free. And I am honored to say that you have joined us for a number of consecutive years, and we look forward to having you again.
Okay, well, I look forward to coming back, Carlos. Now, I don't want you to spill any secrets. I don't want you to steal any of your thunder here, but what can your neighbors look forward to from your organization in the future? Any community enhancements or projects on the horizon?
Well, it's a very appropriate and timely question regarding our work. So Greater Auburn Gresham Development Corporation, or GAGDC.org for short, has been kind of an an adolescent organization, and we are now growing to full adulthood over the next year or two, really based on two large-scale catalytic redevelopment projects that are underway and will be completed in 2022. One of them, and I'm really excited about this, is an it's a renewable energy and urban farming campus on a long vacant brownfield site, a 9.5 acre site, in which an anaerobic digester is being built, as well as an educational campus and urban ag farm on this 9.5 acre site. GAGDC, we are a major investor in this $36 million development, which will not only employ 50 or so employees, engineering, as well as hourly workers, but also provide access to urban agriculture and learning the green economy for residents and youth in the community. There are relationships right now that we've established with Simeon High School and Leo Catholic High School as well. The second project that I'm really excited to share, Treasurer, is the repurposing, adaptive reuse of a long vacant 60,000 square foot 4-story building, steps away from the busy corner of 79th and Halsted. This long vacant building will be brought back to life by my organization as the lead developer into the Auburn Gresham Healthy Lifestyle Hub. The building will be anchored by an immediate care center operated by the University of Illinois Hospital System. We'll also have a Bank of America branch, as we do not have a B of A actually was once in the community and left the community not long ago. They're returning to the building. We'll also have a food court in this building, a pharmacy in the building. There will be a digital community center that will be open to all the community, the seniors and the youth that are listening to this interview, as well as offices. The GAGDC will office in that building and other office space right at 79th and Halsted. So we're really excited about these two catalytic projects that are coming online, under construction 2021 and opening up in 2022, with the Healthy Lifestyle Hub having 100 plus living wage jobs right here in Auburn Gresham, right here at 79th and Halsted.
Well, those both sound exciting. As someone who grew up in a small farming community, I look forward to coming out and seeing those 9 acres under development. That is great. Now, in Auburn Gresham neighborhood, you've obviously been doing a lot of work for a long time, but a lot of our listeners don't live in that neighborhood. So any advice you can give on things that we can all do to better serve our communities and others?
Absolutely. I would start with, the typical, go to our website at gagdc.org. And if you can't physically get to the community, you can always push the donation button and donate to the comprehensive community development work that we are doing here in the community. We focus efforts around education and youth development. So I'm really excited that this discussion today is really about supporting the growth of young people in our communities. Health and wellness is another focus. And as you can clearly see, our two catalytic projects are really focused around health and wellness as well. There's housing and senior services. There's economic development. And all 4 of those pillars are wrapped in what is called community engagement, similar to the picture over my shoulder of the 79th Street Renaissance Festival. I would say service is so very important, and money is always great, but volunteering is really important. There's so many residents now who are experiencing food instability. There's housing instability. There's widespread poverty. And so if you're not able to provide dollar resources, or you can't physically get to the community to provide volunteer service, you can also call, do some research and Google community-based organizations, not only in our community, but any community you live in, and volunteer your expertise virtually. And so if you're an accountant, call my organization. We need accounting help. If you are a marketing, please call us or call an organization and provide some assistance in marketing, and so on and so forth. But now is a critical time, especially during COVID and during this response effort and the recovery to really provide service to the community.
So Carlos, is great. You've got a picture behind you with a lot of people out there. I've seen that street packed, 79th packed before, but once again, I'm going to guess there are a lot of people on this watching this video who have never visited. So is there something about Auburn Gresham the general public might not be aware of that you can share?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first of all, 79th Street, as I mentioned, is the busiest bus line in the entire city. And the Renaissance Festival is actually positioned between Racine and Loomis, and will likely extend between Halsted, 800 West, Halsted and Loomis, 1400 West. So the community is a very strong bungalow belt community. For those that don't know what the historic Chicago bungalow is, it's beautiful homes that were built during the turn of the prior century. 1905 to 1929 was really the boom of the Bungalow Belt, and Auburn Gresham sits squarely in the midst of the Bungalow Belt. And we also have stacked bungalows, or 2 flats and 3 flats, and beautiful bookend apartment buildings. But one secret that Auburn Gresham has that is unique to this community above many other or any other community in the city is called the Winneconna Lakes of Auburn Park. And so Winneconna Lakes, it's really a chain of lakes that kind of meanders for almost 10 acres right at the base of the Metro Rock Island line. It's only about 100 feet north of 79th Street. So if you went to Google, everyone on your listening audience, you Googled an address, let's say 7800 South Normal, Normal, you will see this picturesque enclave, which is hidden from 79th Street, but it's our best kept secret. It was developed around the late 1880s and 1890s. They're beautiful Victorian and Queen Anne homes around the chain of lakes or Auburn Park. Just extremely beautiful, and I implore everyone listening to Google it, find it on the internet, and if you can, find me at gagdc.org and just give me a message that says you saw it and how beautiful it is to you.
Well, great. Well, Carlos, thank you very much for that. Thank you for joining us today and for your insights. And thank you for your leadership in not just Auburn Gresham, but through the state, for the state of Illinois.
Thank you, Treasurer. It's been a pleasure, and it's always great working with you and your staff.
You too. I'll look forward to seeing you again this year when we can all meet in public safely.
Sounds great. Thank you.